انطمي لي حظ انتقالي وانظري لمع في العتم أبرز دائم لله ذق مدراه واخبري لي مخزى انتقالي وانظري راكع لله أجرم دائم لله قم حي واخبريه أنني ناظر لقياه أرى حلما وبه صوتي من دمائكم.
Bonsoir everyone. Bonsoir Thomas. Thank you for the early tipping. Merci beaucoup Thomas, and thank you Frank Gidget as well. Hello Grass, Johnny Tweet. Sean is with us tonight. Hello Steven. Hello Rainer. Don't count on it. Salut Robin. Zelvia. Florian France Bizarre. Andy. Hello Dominique. Cheers Frank. Hello John. Early John. Yeah, we have Sean. Sean is back. That's good. The stream almost didn't happen tonight. In the immortal words of the Talking Heads, I almost burned the house. I literally set the house on fire by accident, making dinner for a guest. Hello Dagon. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing fine. I burned some of my hair tonight. What a piece, huh? Hello, Marcos. Well, let's say I'll put a call to the insurance company on Monday. Hello, Michael. Just the hair. قرائن بالكتف دور قرائن بالكف دوري لست من بين الجموع. I literally had to use that one first time in my life, Alex. أكره الشعر المترجم دائم Hello. لله قم حي واخبري واخبري. Too bad. There'll be quite a lot for you tonight. 808. أخبري أنني ناظر ناظر ناظر. So what were we listening, huh? Hello everyone. Well, we were listening to this one-sided record by Abdullah Minyawi. in the past few years he's become one of my favorite, well, Arabic singer from Egypt. This was part of a series, Kneel for the Truth. This is limited to 250 copies, but there were copies, Soundom do get copies of it every now and then. So, pretty nice. Abdullah Minawi, he's collaborated with a bunch of producers, Free Phase and others. We'll hear more of that. This piece was him with a duo of trombones. It's a very nice record. Came out in 2024, I believe. Was recorded in 23. And Sean might have the link for that soon. Hello Maurizio, how are you doing? Hello, I'm one of those. Yeah, I mean, I literally burned the kitchen down. I shouldn't be doing this now, but you know me. Salut, Magic Berber. Hello, Raph. Hello, the Big Black Paint. Hello, Yohan. Hello, Rich. I pulled James Brown, was it last week or the week before? I think it was the week before. There'll be some stuff that you'll be surprised with. So right now, we're listening to Sansa Nocturne, Nocturnal Sansa, Francis Bébé. Killer record by Francis Bébé, one of his best ones. The one I was still missing. This is the title track, the B1. So you got him on the Sansa and the guitar here. The Sansa is the fun piano, basically. Here he got a bunch he's using. And this is not one of the easiest records of his to find, but as I did, my friend France Bizarre, who is here, he found one copy for $2 in a thrift store in France. Oh, the Snake was more than that. It was like 2.5 years ago, I would say. Well, only my hair got a little burned. Ah, nice. Thanks for doing that, Dominique. Hello, Eclectivinil. Yeah. I'm thinking of bringing him to the festival as well. Ah, okay. Salut, Pinap. Let us know when you got it. But let's see if I can find it myself that quickly. Here it is. So Francis Bébé, I already talked extensively about him. He had so many careers at the same time. He worked for the United Nations as an ambassador for culture. He was mocking the patriarchate throughout most of his career. But here is the Abdullah Minyawi record I played before. Hello Path. Ah, okay. Hello. This is nice to see you comment then. Welcome. Hello Andy. And here is the one playing right now, thanks to Alex. Taking taking up the shore while Sean is. Hello Max. Well, obviously. Hello Syncope. Salut Christopher. There will be a lot of traveling tonight. Hello Greg, how are you doing? Yeah, fun records to be explored, and a lot of cheap ones as well. Next one is a really cheap one, very special. Thank you Manuel Gocho and Andy Pello for both leaving nice tips in the coffee jar. For all of you who have never done that before, we're gonna spend a couple of hours together. So imagine you're getting a pint or two or three. That's very helpful to support the stream that way by leaving a tip to your DJ of the night, the link in the description of the video. And if you can't, leave us a like, leave us a comment if you're watching this whenever. That's the way this can happen every week. And tonight I really pulled everything to make it happen. Yeah. Yeah, it was the other one. Yeah, sorry about that, but they're kind of on the similar price range. Nice one, Thomas. Hello, Fred. Well, next is gonna be maybe closer to hard rock in a way. That will the closest we get tonight. It's on its way, Robin. I'm gonna have it by next week, hopefully. Francis Bébé, Sansa Nocturne. Now let's get into another groove. How is the sound tonight? Let me know. Hello Dove, how are you doing? Cheers Max Headroom for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. As you'll see tonight, everything that you guys send my way to support the stream, it goes straight back into this. And we're listening to the one album by Sprawl, which is basically a one-off project of Andy Bues, who used to be in P1617, and well, you got Peter Brodsman on reeds with Alex Bues also on reeds and electronics, Michael Wertmüller on drums, Stefan Widver, our friends from last week, on guitar, and William Parker on bass. I mean, that lineup is just insane. This came out on CD with a couple of additional tracks, but the best stuff is on this vinyl, which you can find for, I think I paid less than $10 for this one. Came out on Austrian label since Alex Bues and his band 1617. I forget the name exactly. Well, here it is. Yes. Extreme but nice, really nice. Free grindcore, yeah. Alright. Cheers. So yeah, Alex Bues, who's behind all of this. Yeah, one of the core members of 1617, very interesting project, not much on vinyl, fortunately, but he was part of ICE, with Justin Broderick and Kevin Martin, did stuff with Paul Schutz, Bill Laswell, Kevin Shields, like, amazing career, and and when you want some free jazz, some really brawling free jazz like that, well, that record really delivers. And it's on the cheap. Thank you, John Levinson. No King's Protest near you. Thank you for a very nice tip in the coffee jar. Merci. I have some some good goals for the Coffee Jar tonight. As these past few weeks have been really, I worked hard to get all this. So yeah, painkiller style, but a little fuller in a way. Well, there are 5 people. So where could we go from here? What do you think? An album that kind of stands out a little bit in the discography of this beloved artist.
International. We want to introduce you to a brand new musical song called Soca, the soul of Calypso.
Yeah.
This is our own creation, and I hope you like it. I want to show you how it is all structured. It begins from the bass drum, and I'll call on my drummer, Paul Rouse, to get in there with that heavy sound. And then I say, Paul, put your heads on, and this is what happens. Oh, yeah.
More drumming,
that's good.
But very
and
different.
Paul,
Hello Dimitri, how are you doing?
Let's build this song. Oh yeah, good song.
Not yet.
And then I call on my percussion player, Timothy Watkins and Anthony Charles on the congas to fit in and get the groove going. Oh Jesus! To build the pace, I want Frank Holder on the bass. Good song, fellas. This is soca music. The band leader, Frankie Kelly. Come on in with your piano. Yeah. And then I call my guitarist, Junior Wow. Strum it out, Junior, yeah. This is soca music. Now we need Septimus Alexander and Angel Grant on the horns. Horns! Come on home. Good song, yeah. The Vibrations International. Music for days and extra days.
Lord Shorty.
Good song. Heavy music. Listen, we need some voices. Girls, sing after me. Sing after me. Yeah. Voices of Phyllis Joseph, Gail McLean, and Joy Eccles. Then take it now. Take it, boys.
It is the business.
Let's do it one more time. Yeah, girls.
It's not a terribly expensive record, it's just quite unusual, elusive.
Play for me. Oh yeah. Soca music, the best thing in the world today.
Here is the link for the record. There's 3 copies available online.
One more time. I want you to understand what's happening. Man, do this.
Hello Queen, how are you doing?
Oh, too good. Lord. We're gonna go to a soca groove.
24 minutes in, I hope you're already enjoying this.
Now listen,
We're gonna go everywhere tonight.
When I say, good song, fellas. Now listen to me.
Yeah, that track is a little bit unusual though. The construction of the track he's doing really brings it into another dimension.
This is a sexy part of our music, you see. When we say,
hello Greg, how you doing?
Let's go to a groove. Let's go to a soca groove. Oh yeah, music.
Soca Pina. This is like 2 times faster than any reggae track.
Good song. Heavy music.
I'm happy you do. I'm one of those. Let's see about the next one. This is a record that was a little bit hidden. Basically, it's only available on the website of the artist. Very nice price for a record limited to 100 copies. And it didn't just come out, but it's still available because it's difficult to figure out it exists. A beloved artist over here. Beloved artist of our friend Bobby Vraden. No fans. This is Richard Young's. Mastered by Stéphane Mathieu. Recorded in Glasgow in July 2019. New World Memory. All the tracks are quite different on this one. I mean, there's 3 tracks. Because of the fire, I will be honest, I didn't have time to listen to everything that well. I mean, it's not just the fire. I had like an unexpectedly busy day. But that's how it is. How was everyone's day or week? Anyone has any highlight to share? Let's see if I can find a link for that one. The thing is that you'd have to go to his website to find it for sale, as I don't think it's ever been for sale online anywhere else. Oh well. Good one, John. Well done. There was not many copies flying around, so you're one of the lucky ones who got it that fast. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing? Réunion Island records, of course. All those Maloya records we played. Yeah. But we're gonna go tonight to not necessarily La Réunion, but to, well, to les dom-tom. But before that, I finally got the first vinyl album of an artist that performed at the Tumult Festival. Exactly, that's where you can get it on his website. No Fan is his one of his websites. See, the more you let it go, really like it. So now this record that came out, I believe it came out in April, maybe May, but it took that long for it to arrive to me. In between, I managed to book them and have them come play at the Tumult Festival. I didn't ask them to bring me a copy because I knew one was coming to me, but what a journey. One of the most unique records of 2025. Bagpipe hyperpop. I realize I'm still a little bit... the fire in the kitchen happened like an hour and a half ago, so I'm still a little bit shocked by that. PTSD. Yeah, Andrew knows that. Andrew was there. Andrew is one of you guys who attended to the Tumult Festival this summer. Came all the way from the US. Tell us how Jazz Lambeau was music for fools. Yeah, it will be difficult to see here. I'll put the link. There you go. Christopher Never Modern was also at the festival this summer. This is not planned, by the way. I'm gonna play a couple of songs from that record because it's so unique, and it has the best liner notes I've ever read on any record ever. Here is the link to the Jazz Lambeau record Music for Fools. And I'll put some links. I think I did on my Instagram some links to the performance of some video snippets I took of them. Hello, Angela. It was contained. I had to use a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. How often does that happen to you? First time ever for me. This is a French band, by the way.
In the cyber city, there's a place called home, where the cool kids call me on the telephone. I'm a rock star. I will keep on grinding till I break my bones, and guys like people on the web zone. I'm a rock star. Why you always said to me that I could be your best friend? Talk to me and follow me, and you could achieve anything. Tell me you're the reason why you wanna be a rock star. Tell me you're the reason why you wanna be a rock star.
Yeah, best pop album. Pop music album of the past few years, I would say. Sort of a postmodern situationist take on hyperpop by way of bagpipes for the MTV generation. live, the performer was just so joyful. Everyone loved it. No one knew who they were.
I could be your best friend. Talk to me and follow me, and you could achieve anything.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
me all the
still
reason why you
not at the
want
level that I have
me.
records in the kitchen. I do tend to have records about everywhere nowadays, but not in the kitchen yet. Yes. I'll play to you another song of it because it's a sort of snippet. There's a bit of skits as well, and it's kind of sometimes a little bit disturbing even.
Tell me what you want me. Tell me why you want me. Tell me what you want me. Tell me why you want me.
Why not, Rich?
Stop me. Tell me why
This is just good music that has a little bit of
you want me. Tell me what you want me.
different layers. Tip your DJ of the night if you're happy so far with the night. It's only gonna get better.
Tell me why you want to.
Next one is actually next record is for you, Rich. This record was just released this past week, I believe. And it's just such a beautiful album. Their best one in since Switched on Sunra. Because yes, this is indeed the latest Beach in Barras album on Drag City. They did a bunch of cool records in the past few years, but I think that the last 2 or 3 were they were nice, but they were not reaching the level they had before, and this one does, I think. Hello George, how are you doing? Nice to see you, it's been some time. Beach in Barras is this duo from the US who's been around for 20 years maybe now, 15-20 years, and they have such a stellar discography. Eventually I will do a sort of a video focus on them. I don't think everything they did is essential, but there's nothing bad in their discography, and there's quite a few essentials. Hello Record Hound. Alright Thomas, I didn't know about that of a lo-fi Korean pop. I did enjoy it, Maurizio, but eventually I felt like this is sort of a repeat for them, and it's not stepping up from what it repeated. I think I I got that one, but like didn't strike me as much as this one. I don't think I even played it here. Nice. Grass. Hello Chris, how you doing? Hello Bobby. Good for you. The switch on Ra is amazing. I think it's their... This is the best album they did, in my opinion, since the switch on Ra. Yeah, Lucius keys and the saxophone is really, really nice. Some of the records really head towards Terry Riley's finest. Essentially, the first half of their career was like that, but as you can hear now, they've expanded on the sound in a very satisfying manner. Not that there's anything wrong with being Terry Riley light. It's already great, and it wasn't light, it was just like obviously in the coming from the same path, and it's still here, the minimalism for sure. I have the early quartet. I like the two first albums. Not that interested in anything that came later. And actually, when I said the two first albums, I have a bunch of EPs as well, but maybe it's only the first one, depending on how you count the albums. I should play some of that soon again. I did it already, but a long time ago. Here's some more jazz mambo.
Party people.
Hi, I think this thing's broken. Like, it keeps on doing the same thing, which is not working. Keeps on doing the same thing, basically. See?
This is hilarious.
Either this, or sometimes it's saying, like, party people. It's just broken, I think. It's like...
Party people.
See? I put money in it, like I paid to listen to a song, and it just won't work, and it's so frustrating. It's like, oh wait, is it working?
Party people.
Fuck! What is wrong with this thing? I wanted to listen to that song so bad. I put money in it, and maybe that's what destroyed it, I think. I don't know. Oh my god, this thing is driving me fucking crazy. I just wanted to listen to that song so bad. I put money in it and maybe it destroyed it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it, please. It's the most beautiful piece of music. And it's like, oh my god, I can't even sing it with this going on.
Party people.
Can anyone help me? Please, I just want to hear something beautiful. I want to hear it. Please. God, please. Please stop.
Just amazing. Humor in music doesn't work often, but again, that was Jazz Lambeau. Lambeau means shreds in French. There it is. Now a cheapo, and also French, although by way of America. They would fit well in Clockwork Orange, I would say. Jack Trees, American guitar player who migrated to France right before May '68. This is his album from 1980, and you have Patrice Caratini on double bass, great bass player, jazz musician from France. So Jack plays the banjo here, with Laurent Engrand, the guitar. Just beautiful. Hello Fred. Yes. I guess he's completely ignored outside of France, and in France is mostly forgotten as well, but well, this album is just stunning from start to end. Yeah, it has a little bit of Ben Soussan, although it's more American as well, whereas Ben Soussan has a very French background. It is, and it's a dirt cheap record. You can find this for less than $10. If you're lucky, even less than 5. Moin Pascal, how you doing? Some cumbia now. I wanted to get an original of that album for that track, but until I do, I couldn't live without this music in my life. Ranil from Peru. y su conjunto tropicale. This is the track Las Oladas. Ah yes, that's true. I forgot about that. France Bizarre. Good one. Put the link in the in the comment section. Is it the one I played here? Nice. What would be the most opposite to this, huh? My French friends will know this. Anyone else probably not. Rani has he's probably got like a dozen albums, and most of them are not as raw as this, as lo-fi. I love this.
Sinon ça va saigner, est-ce que tu piges? Haute scène, majeur en l'air sur la piste. MC gardez la pêche, vous n'êtes pas sur la liste. C'est pas la rue mais l'être humain qui m'attriste. Comment leur faire confiance, ils ont tué le Christ. Les rappeurs m'envient, sont tous en galère. Un jour de mon salaire, c'est leur assurance vie. Oh, j'suis pas dans le game pour les tatas. J'suis là depuis Adidas, frais comme Elina Stas. En plein blizzard avec mon bébé vente. J'suis condamné au mic à la vente de substances bizarres. Manque de peau, j'ai pris la vie dans mes bras. Ah, je l'ai tiré si fort, je lui ai cassé le dos.
This changed everything in French hip-hop in 2004 when this was released.
Faites du bruit pour le rap, sa mise à mort. BO, enserré en os, enchaîné en or. Ah, bordel, quand on rentre sur la piste.
This is Booba, Bulbi.
Pas de litige, sinon ça va saigner, est-ce que tu piges? À l'aise, j'prends 2, 3, 4, 0, 6. On va te péter le con si ça croit parce que t'es trop balèze. C'est le bon son de Bulbi, mythomane pour les fans, accroupi pour les groupes. Je n'ai pas pour les mineurs, j'arrive de l'ouest en CLS, des morceaux de fesses de CRS.
I assume this will disgust a lot of you guys.
Par une cigogne, j'en ai déjà la trick, venez me tester que je rigole. Muet comme un rat mort, libéré à tort. Petit prince du hardcore, j'étais mort au quart comme un raptor. J'suis tatoué, j'vais mourir avec. Un flingue dans la cervelle, j'me nourris avec. L'État fait tout pour nous oublier. Si j'traîne en bas de chez toi,
this was one of the first like club French club tracks in hip hop. I mean, you had a couple by NTM, but this was really first time something that big came to French hip hop.
Pas d'embrouille man, pas de litige. Sinon ça va saigner, est-ce que tu piges? À l'aise, j'prends 2, 3, 4, 0, 6. On va te péter
the flow, the rhyming, the way he does it. If you understand French, that was also something completely new in French hip hop.
Garce les gonesse, griller les flics et les putains me reconnaissent. Ne me tente pas, j'aime trop l'oseille pour être honnête.
Hello Tempo Boto.
Dédicace à Bertrand Cantat. Viens faire un tour dans mon gars.
That one hasn't aged well.
De pouces chrome, vamos, vamos, millionnaire. Comme dirait Abdel Hakim, il n'y a qu'un pas entre le coup concessionnaire et le carjacking. Majeur en l'air sur la piste, MC gardez la pêche, vous n'êtes pas sur la liste. C'est pas la rue mais l'être humain qui m'attriste. Comment leur faire confiance, ils ont tué le Christ. Bordel, quand on rentre sur la piste, on est venu teaser, clasher du beat.
It's like a club party track that is so dark and so political at the same time. It's so weird. Only in France you would get that.
On va te péter le go si ça croit parce que t'es trop balèze. C'est le bon son de Poulby. Mythomane sont les fans, accroupis sont les groupies.
And we stay in France for the next one. Quite different mood though, but yet fire as well. Like the stream if you haven't already. Leave us a comment if you're watching this whenever. And tip your DJ of the night. Follow the link in the description if you haven't already, and if you can. For this to happen every Friday with new stuff all the time like this. And now you're gonna freak. That was Bulbi, the single of Booba that changed his career in French rap. Another record that was not easy for me to get. And I had to do some pretty heavy restoration on the cover. Now it looks just fine. I mean, look at that. This is the one and only album by Extet. Première ligne. First row. Came out on the FLVM label, Faites-le vous-même, do it yourself. No, he hasn't. So this is sort of post-Zul music. Zul is the music of Magma. You can obviously hear the influence of Magma with these competing keyboards. Just fire record. Here's the link to the album. Enfin, il en est bien revenu quand même, hein. Maintenant ils sont pas copains. Yeah, see, French people here, they all know Booba is the shit, but this is the shit. Yes, it is fusion. So we hit the 1 hour mark. And I'm still pretty low in my goal so far, but we'll see. The text is pretty fun as well. what's quite incredible with a record like that is how obviously these guys are massively talented musicians, and that's the only album they did, and they don't have too many credits. I found it because who was it again? I think I was just going through every single release on that label and found this, because none of these musicians had massive careers, which is really strange. Thank you Zik23 for leaving a nice little tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. The keyboard plays like the saxophone. They go back and forth it's just crazy. This is the kind of demiurgic tracks. Creates a whole world with its own rules, its own beginning, and its own end. Yeah. It's rare that fusion gets that crazy. And the bass keyboard here, so good. Now, a record that was just released, I actually entered it in Discogs today. No one had it yet. This is the unreleased so far recording from 1979 of Satyricon for the Teatro del Elfo, directed by Gabriele Salvatores, but composed and put together by Demetrio Stratos, who did one of these amazing Cramps records, the Italian label records, mostly based on vocals. This features David Berman, who else? John LaBarbera, and a shitload of weird recordings of whales, of different instruments. Here you get a little bit of a snippet of how it looked like. There's a booklet, poster booklet. Just imagine what theater was providing you back then in the late 70s. There is a box set version with an extensive book in it, and I mean, this was like a €20 record, so I guess I made the same decision in this case. Yeah, the Extet one, yeah. Not surprised you liked it, Record Hall. Yeah, it is. It's an archival recording. It was never released ever. They found the tapes. They had to do some tape restoration, and it's just a cool little record that will reveal itself over time. There's like 19 tracks on it. So Demetrios Stratos, I guess he's not he's not that famous. He doesn't have that many records that are talked about these days, but he's had a pretty interesting career throughout the 70s and even the 80s, and maybe this could be the start of a rediscovery of his. But yeah, this is on the Die Schachtel label, indeed. Almost always reliable label. What a horrible first 10 seconds, and how cool it becomes right now. Cheers Bobby for leaving a nice tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. So, again, Pierre Rosier and his Gasoline Band from Zouk from Guadeloupe. I think almost all his records are great. Admittedly, there's an aesthetic to the sound that might make you feel like, oh, whoa, whoa. But this is just great body music. Hello, Mr. Zosh. Yeah, he was. Exactly, indeed. George Zamfir plays on that, yeah. George, who he's on the record I played recently. I forget. So yeah, this is the music from the French West Indies in the 80s. Pierre, I think, is actually from Guyane, which is relatively not that far away from Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe was basically the ground zero of Zouk. So the market, yeah, you had to reach there. I realize I'm probably fighting an uphill battle with my current attempts of rehabilitation of Zouk, but I don't care. Cheers, Mr. Zosh, and cheers, the revenge. Merci for both leaving nice tips in the coffee jar. I'm getting almost close to halfway of my goal. So it's a little slow today, but still, it's decent. I like it to have, sometimes when you guys leave a tip all in the beginning, and then it's a long path. Well, yeah, it's nice to have like the feeling that you did your job early on the stream, but it's also nice to have to fight for it. Merci, Mr. Zosh. Pierre Rosier, I tried to contact him, and it's very difficult to find these musicians. I mean, they're in their 60s, 70s now, and well, they're never very media savvy, I would say. And probably everyone told them that they were like has-beens for the past 35, 40 years. 40 years, I would say. So, something different now. A record that was actually put on my path by one of you. Cheap Heat. The first album of 3 they have. It was recorded in November 2007 in New York, in Brooklyn. This is a trio. Drums, percussion, Joe Harp by Andrew Barker, Jamie Fenley plays the harmonium and electronics, while Charles Waters plays the alto, clarinet, bass clarinet, alto sax, clarinet, bass clarinet. You know, we love ourselves some clarinet. I was getting a little bit tired with everyone using the clarinet right now. But it's more that everyone is using it in a certain way. And this is a little bit different. It was released on Cubico. This is Acid Birds 1. I know Cubico is a little bit of a weird label. They release a bunch of records that they don't necessarily own the rights to. This one is contemporary, so they do. I think so. I hear clarinet in so many records, so much so that it becomes like, which is good. It means that even if you like the clarinet, like, you have to keep yourself honest now, because there's so much of it. So I don't fall for records just because of the sound. It needs to be special. And this starts quite abstract, and you'll see how it grows into, well, you'll see. I'm not necessarily convinced by their second album or third one, I don't remember. There's one that I couldn't find any audio online for, but I suspect this is the one to get. I love the label on the Pierre Rosier record. Guadeloupe Production, Moradisc. With these colibri birds, the matching colibris. What do you mean, Quint? Yeah. Yeah, the teaser theme is quite nice. To be honest, as most Cubico releases, the package is pretty basic. It's all about the music. So what's playing, I'm gonna put the link right now. Wait for it. 2008, Acid Birds. See, yeah, it's growing, huh? Starts as this sort of free form, free improv, shamanistic ceremony or something, and it gets deeper and deeper into a trance like form of music, and it's just gonna get better. More intense. It's like you got all these stems loose during the session, and they start to find their way into a common path, which we're starting to discover now. It's still a cheapo. Most cubicle records are quite cheap until they become really expensive. Hello, Randy. This is the part where, in my opinion, gets really epic. Shoni's here tonight. He's just struggling with his computer. Yeah, the harmonium is a beautiful instrument. But alone, sometimes it can get a little too minimal. But here with the drums and the clarinet, oh man, yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, he did get a new job, Randy, so his schedule has changed a little bit. Cheers for that, Thomas. Yeah. If you're still here and you haven't yet left a thumbs up to the video, by all means, please do so. I don't know exactly how, but I've been told it's useful and free. And I guess it's good manners. Even better is when you leave comments to let me know what you thought of the stream, what you think of the stream, what you didn't like, what you liked, what I missed, or whatever. And the best is when you guys manage to leave tips in the coffee jar or the other link in the description of the video, as all of it helps get all these records to take the extra step to take a chance on them and then report with you. And I'm just DJing for you tonight, so it does, huh? Dice. Yeah, cheap, good little free jazz, trance, meditative record. Now, one of these records that in a way I feel that I shouldn't play it. It's too close to me, and I can only assume no one needs me to get acquainted with this, but that's taking things for granted, which we shouldn't do here. Here's the Acid Bird record. Now we're getting deeper into freeform music, I guess. Cheers, rapaz. Rapaz improvisado. How you doing? Cheers, Callum. Nice to hear. And we still have an hour to go. And I promise you there will be even more crazy shit and surprises. So, by all means, again, leave a like or a tip to your DJ of the night. I'm only halfway to the objective of the night. So that would be nice. This is a record that I never expected to find its way onto wax. Back in the mid-2000s, Arteker released this. Quaristis. As they released it, they put a second album, a companion, that was only released as a 1,000 copy limited CD in a steel case. And I could have gotten it back then, but that's when I had already decided I'm not going for CDs anymore, even if I like the music. And it's one of the few I regretted not getting, because I could have gotten it for cheap and it became incredibly expensive. Basically, this album is composed of shorter track than usual for Arteker, sort of edits from longer sessions, and the CD was these longer sessions. It has now been reissued, the album and the CD, as a 4 LP set, taking from the design and aesthetic of the steel case. It's a pretty good package on Warp, obviously. When they announced it back in when was it? April, May? I think it was May. Maybe early June. They said Warp that they would press it matching the pre-orders and nothing more. which means that as this has been released in the past few weeks, people are already paying $150 for it on Discogs. Oh well. Cheers. Cheers, Steven. Yeah. Altaker is very hi-fi, very precise in their production, and this is them at probably some of their most industrial for sure. Go and see them, you never know if this will happen again. I'll be seeing them in 2 weeks from now. So yeah, quite intense music. All tracks are very different from each other, I would say. And I haven't yet had a lot of time to fully delve into it, but that track felt like so different from what you usually expect from them. The ghost of a hip-hop tempo that you can usually find in most of their tracks is long gone in this. Well, as you can see, from there to there and up there, it's only Altaker. Yeah, quite interesting to see them in at a different pace, I would say. Cheers, Sean, for leaving a nice little tip in the coffee jar as well. With you, we just passed the halfway of my goal for tonight. Sean is saying, sorry for the trouble, I'm very frustrated with my new computer. Yeah. Well, he's here. For those who don't know, Sean usually handles, like a gentleman, the linking of the records, which actually I should do for this one. And this is, by the way, like absolute audiophile music. The way all of this is shaped into space is just absolutely mind-blowing, which is why they tend to play in the dark when they play live these days. And they have done that for at least 15 years now. Here it is. And as I was suspecting, yeah, there's 14 copies available for sale, starting at 145 euros. And he sold up to 165. Retail price was like 68, 70 for 4 LP set. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now it opens up a little bit. Yeah. The next song is by one of the most beloved pop bands of the 70s and 80s, I would say. Sort of a super group in a way. You're already scared when I say stuff like that, aren't you? From 75. Yeah. It's sort of like Soviet France on PCP. One thing I like to do is trying to figure out the sort of mental state that you would require to get into to be able to create the music you're listening to. And tracks like that are the greatest challenge. Oh, le polyglotte Christopher, hein? So the next one, don't use Shazam, huh? Let's see if someone recognizes it. I promise you, I'm not like being a smartass. It's a really big band. Not that Ottaker isn't, but this is on a whole different level. Christopher knows, because the record transited through him. I don't know if you had time to listen to it, Christopher, but so polyglot, yes, but to a certain, with some limits. What's to win? When we meet, you'll know. But you might, if you figure it out, you might win something, France Bizarre. Yeah, don't think about too much about what I said before. Not as musicians, also pretty good guess. When I first heard this, I thought, oh my god, is this like a demo for a Big City by Spaceman 3? And lo and behold, I think I read that it actually was. not the worst guess either, since it has a crowdy feeling. Hear now the melody, how it sounds exactly like Spaceman 3. No other guess? On this, one of the most influential musicians of the past 50 years is featured. This is on 45. And this is Roxy Music. This is the B-side of the single Love is the Drug, Sultanesque, written by Brian Ferry. (1975). Half of Sosnir is bass clarinet, but used in very creative ways, not just an aesthetic. Yes. So yeah, this was released only as a 7-inch on Island. I guess it was probably compiled in his compilations of rare B-sides, rare tracks on CD, but I think the only way to get this is the 7-inch, which is pretty cool because you can get it. I see on Discogs that the starting price is like 30 cents. No one cares for that. We have forgotten, by the way, our regular disco time. Or have we? Yeah. Yeah. Basically, Brian Ferry showing I don't need no Brian Eno to do some of the best electronic music ever. Yeah, indeed. I don't know, to be honest, Thomas. I'll show you the label. (1975) E.G. by way of Island. I'll put the link here. There's like 71 copies of this pressing, which is the first one. Guess that by now, if you haven't already, I hope I've earned your like for the video, for the stream, or even your tipping your DJ of the night. And thank you, Marcos, for leaving a nice little tip in the coffee jar. Gasoline and fire music, indeed, tonight. This is what I love the best in Chicago House. This is not Chicago House, but this is Chicago House. This is Bleaker on Unknown to the Unknown. I missed that when it came out, and this is just the best kind of modern dance music for me. Tons of syncopation, but that's really straight at the same time, angular. Absolutely love it. Here you go. Yeah, it could be Rapaz. Yeah, still Brian Ferry, no, Bleaker. Woo! This is like really fun, joyful body music. There's a sort of like dark edge to it, but at the same time it's so playful. And again, music that hits your hips and shoulders way before the brain or the heart. So I need music like that as well, as much as I need the next record as well. Which will offer a very, very different paradigm. Exactly. With some silliness in it, for good measure. That squeaky sound is not necessarily the best, but on the dance floor, it actually works. Yeah, exactly. It's just drums and a few ambience. There, as you notice, there's not even like a keyboard of melody. There's sort of a sub bass, but it's just a drum track. Exactly. Well. Where could we go from there, huh? I think you know me by now. I like contrast, so... Ooh, nice. What instrument is that? I got another album from this guy, absolutely mind-blowing. This one is a little more normal and also much cheaper. Much cheaper. It's a hurdy-gurdy album. Well, there you go. You were fooled, Mick. How you doing? one of the 2 vinyl albums from Valentin Clastrier. La vie à la roue de l'imaginaire. Imaginations hurdy-gurdy. And this record won a prize. I guess you can translate it. And look at this beautiful man and this haircut from the future or the past. Or the past or the future. It is, no drums on that one, unlike the previous record. So maybe we go back to drums after that. No, it's a hurdy-gurdy. Maybe that Symphona is the name for hurdy-gurdy in Spanish. The ending is so cool. So I lost some of you earlier on when I played some zouk from Guadeloupe. So we're gonna go back to Guadeloupe now, but for a different kind of music. Amazing, amazing record. Paz. Did I put the link? No, I'll put the link in. Wait a second. There you go. What genre is that, huh? yeah, that's heavy, the genre. This is guoka, which means in Guadeloupean, big drums, by Ca Fraternité, guoka. (1983). This is quite political music, by the way. This is the music that was created by the slaves that were shipped from Africa to the Gulf of America. Exactly. Because as you can hear, it's 4 to the floor. On Disque Debs, probably the most famous label from Guadeloupe, Martinique. Ka means drum. It's just a shitload of drums and some singing about freedom. See, there's no other instrument than drums. So basically they used the wood in the ships and their voice because they had nothing else. Yeah, I know. This is just fire. This one is, it's not a cheap record, unfortunately. Let me find it. But it could be much worse. So the band is Guosiwo, and the album is Ca Fraternité.
Alright, so here we are in the control room.
What do we do first? Let's start with I Feel Pretty because... Right.
Is that right?
Obst, out of the way. Assassin. We're just rehearsing. We're just playing it through. Give us some minutes, will you?
Okay, stand by, everybody.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Take 1. 5.
Now a brand new record that was actually mentioned last week.
You're ahead of me.
Will it have clarinet?
Section.
RP boo? Yeah, I can see how you could attach this to carnival music. It actually is not, but there is some stuff in common.
Take 3.
Most, indeed, the perfect prescription.
50. I got you. Then 11:44.
The new Roméo Poirier album of the record, Belgium artist.
Hey, Jimmy.
I think this is his 4th or 5th album, and he's just becoming better and better every single album. He's
Selection 3, take 6.
This is quite of an abstract track, but I love it.
This is a complete from me.
Rolling, here we go, take 4. Take 5, take 5.
Keep rolling.
5. Rolling, take 6.
Bar 63. Okay.
Here is the link for the record, but you should be able to find it in shops or on Bandcamp. It was just released.
Remix from 4-track, take 6.
Oh, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Went fast, huh?
Marvelous.
Yeah, I knew that tonight. As you could tell if you read the little blurb I wrote about tonight's stream, I was quite excited by the selection tonight. I already hinted towards that last week. So, but that's for me. Just, like, maybe people feel differently. Obviously they do a little bit, since tonight is a little bit slower in the tipping jar. But yeah, I guess that's life. Yeah. When you expect the most, you get the least, and vice versa. Ah well. And we still have some treasures to share tonight.
Ich habe falsch angefangen.
Hello Sarah, how are you doing?
Nein. Nicht zusammen. Lange ab.
Ah, nice.
Zigarette.
Hey everybody, mic test, checking
Sure.
1, 2,
Cheers.
3.
There is a hello, ABC, 1, 2, 3.
Algoritmi, elaborazioni automatiche dei programmi di CMP e Play 1800.
Yeah, there is part of that. But now we already left the audio jungles of Roméo Poirier. for another crazy record. From the great Pietro Grossi. With some of the craziest packaging. So we're listening to Pietro Grossi, Algoritmi. This is Ottaker from Italy from the 70s. Hello, Brian. Absolutely. It's not one of his most expensive ones, but it's still pretty damn rare. From 1973. So there are computer versions of music by Bach, Scarlatti, Paganini, and there's two compositions of pure electronic computer music, one by Pietro Grossi and one by Milani, another of his disciples. Yeah, Kraftwerk on speed. Yeah, Fraulein Sarah Freakbeat has a fun channel for sure. This is a double, and I love how they came in this like kind of white inners. This is super hardcore. Yeah, you could say so, for sure. This guy was in his 50s or 60s when he was doing that. No, he was younger in 73. Yeah, 73, he was like 40 years old. No, a little older actually. Well, still, this is just crazy. This the perseverance, since he did a lot of tracks like that. Pietro Grossi was really a strange figure in avant-garde music and in Italian music. But he was a figure, that's the thing. Yeah. And I guess that you could, like, this is pure energy music. Sure, he's a composer and he's a great cello player. Like he had first prize of the Roma or Milano Conservatory. The fact that he went there, like, I don't know if I can understand all the language behind this. but at least I get the energy. Yeah, I guess it was sort of ignored politely. We did, Marcos. Interestingly enough, for me, like, most of harsh noise music is not that interesting to me, or at all. There are some exceptions, and it's always interesting also to confront yourself to something that is not really your thing. I guess that to a certain level, some people might put it in a similar category for themselves. There's something quite almost antagonistic in this. It does sound disturbing. Exepsilon. 1973. Pure Italian electronic music. Computer music. What's the opposite of computer music? Cheers, Steven. We have this and another song to finish off. But yeah, we're heading towards the finish line for sure. Which is why I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, even when it was a lot outside of your comfort zone. I certainly enjoyed it as much as I could ever. Like, this is for me the best kind of streams, and so let me know in the comments and leave us a like, and if you can, as tonight was a little bit sad in the coffee jar, so if you can, by all means, tip your DJ of the night. We're listening to a wonderful Cora album, super cheap. The Conte family, Mandinka music, Mandingo, that region in the center of 4 different countries. Here Gambia, but yeah, Mandinka is much more than just Gambia. This came out on Virgin, 1982. Hello, I'm the Dead. Yeah. Cheers, Manuel. And for you who watch this every week or regularly and spend the 2.5 hours with us, the tipping your DJ. Just consider you spend that much time at a bar with friends and whatever, a few beers. That's all we hope for here. Yeah. Well, there was a time. Certainly one of the better Cora albums. There's a lot of great ones, but this one is just fantastic. And dirt cheap again. Cheers. Exactly. But I guess tonight is a little more of a dry diet. The last song for tonight was I got the clue about it through our friend Marius Stark, who we haven't seen in a long time now. I hope he's alright. Never heard anyone mention that artist before him. He found a record while on a trip in Greece, since this was released on a Greek label. The artist was part of sort of art rock punk band before that in California, and she's more known as a visual artist nowadays. She did create the cover for one of the Sonic Youth albums of the end of the 90s, I believe, or early 2000s. But back in, when was it, 1990? Yeah, 1990, she did the one album. Well, Exepsilon, this is where it was released, in the UK. You're welcome, Alex. Eclecti Vinyl. Tip your DJ of the night. This is Marnie Weber. Songs Heard Me. 1990. On Penguin Records in Greece. There's an art edition of it that she did, where she did the artwork uniquely for each copy. It's quite expensive artifact. This is the cheaper one. Still not cheap, like it's like 40 plus euros. Very nice little like left field electronic pop album. Thank you, John. This is the album Marnie Weber. So I hope everyone had a fun stream. That it set you on the path of a good weekend. I'll have a lot of cleaning to do in the kitchen now. But this is how it is. Thank you everyone. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, and tip your DJ of the night. Tonight is important. Good evening and good night, PPG. If you can, yeah. Cheers. Even after the live stream, that's fine. Thank you, Path, P-A-T-H. Merci beaucoup for doing that, leaving a little tip in the coffee jar. Merci.